AAA says the average American spends $1,186 a year on car maintenance and repairs. Here's what they won't tell you. A big chunk of that, completely avoidable. Not with expensive tools, not with a garage, with things sitting in your kitchen right now. I'm breaking down 17 hacks that mechanics don't want you to know, and hack number 1 is a built-in feature hiding in your car since day 1. Most drivers have never used it, and not knowing it has sent people straight to a tow truck for a problem that takes 10 seconds to fix. Let's go. Quick disclaimer before we start, the tips and guides in this video are for educational purposes only. Every vehicle is different, so please use this information at your own risk. We are not responsible for any damage or injury that may occur. When in doubt, always consult a professional mechanic. Hack number 17. Plastic bottle carjacking warning. Before you get in your car tonight, here's a 10-second check that uses 0 tools and costs $0. There's a carjacking method spreading through cities right now that's disturbingly clever. Thieves wedge a plastic bottle between your tire and wheel arch. When you start driving, it makes a loud cracking noise. Your brain interprets that as something broken, so you pull over immediately. That's the trap. Here's your defense. Before you get in, do a 5-second walk around. Check all 4 wheel arches. If you're already driving and hear unexpected popping, do not stop in an isolated area. Drive to the nearest gas station, police station, or any well-lit, busy location before you step out. 5 seconds. Free. That one protects you from thieves who need to get close. This next one stops them without ever touching your car. Hack number 16, Faraday shield for key fob. Your car keys sitting on the kitchen counter? To a thief with a relay amplifier? That's the same as handing them your keys. Modern key fobs broadcast a radio signal constantly, about a 1-meter range. Thieves use 2 relay devices. One near your house captures and amplifies that signal. The other one near your car retransmits it. Your car thinks the key is right there. Door opens, engine starts, car gone. Insurance data shows relay theft attacks jumped over 300% between 2019 and 2024. The fix is simple. Wrap your fob in 2 layers of aluminum foil, or drop it in a metal tin. An Altoids tin works perfectly. That creates a Faraday cage that blocks the frequencies your fob uses. Test it yourself. Wrap the fob, walk to your car, try to unlock. Nothing happens. Commercial signal blocking pouches do the same thing for $8 to $15. Your foil costs nothing. Do this tonight. Now, this next hack is about survival, and it's something that should have been done at the factory. Hack number 15, glow-in-the-dark trunk release. Congress mandated an interior trunk release in every car built after 2001. NHTSA required it after documented entrapment deaths. Automakers installed it, then made it nearly impossible to find in the dark. The release handle is inside your trunk. But inside a closed trunk, pitch black. You can't see anything. Here's the fix. Get glow-in-the-dark tape, about $2, at any hardware store. Stick it on the release handle and trace the outline around it. It charges in normal room light and glows for 8 to 12 hours in complete darkness. Do every car in your household. 3 minutes. $2. Non-negotiable. All right, we're done with safety. Now we're moving into something different. Features your car already has that you've probably never touched. Hack number 14, shift lock override. Your car won't shift out of park. Dead battery, electrical glitch, whatever the reason, you're stuck. Most people call a tow right away, but your car has a manual override built in for exactly this situation. Federal standards have required it since 1994. Look at your shift console. There's a small plastic cap near the shifter. Pop it off with a key tip or a flathead screwdriver. Press down inside the slot and shift to neutral. Now you can push or coast the car safely. Find yours this week before you ever need it. It's in your owner's manual. Knowing where it is costs nothing. Not knowing? That's a $150 tow. And here's one that's honestly embarrassing not to know because it's been printed right on your dashboard this whole time. Hack number 13, the fuel gauge arrow. Look at your fuel gauge. See the small arrow next to the pump icon? That arrow points to the side of your car where the gas cap is. Left arrow means caps on the left. Right arrow means caps on the right. Use this every time you jump into a rental car. Zero confusion, zero wrong side embarrassment at the pump. Hack number 12, air recirculation button. Most drivers hit this button by accident and have no idea what it does. The ones who do know about it still use it wrong. The recirculation button closes your car's fresh air intake and recirculates cabin air only. In summer, hit recirculation right when you get in. Your cabin cools up to 40% faster because the system isn't pulling in hot outside air from scratch. Stuck behind a diesel in traffic? Hit it the second you smell fumes. But here's where most people mess up. Don't leave it on longer than 15 to 20 minutes. Carbon dioxide builds up fast in a sealed cabin. Levels can reach 2,500 parts per million, well above the safe limit of 1,000. That causes drowsiness behind the wheel. And in winter, switch it off after the first few minutes. You need dry outside air to properly defog your windshield. Hack number 11, speed-dependent volume and auto lock. Two features. Both already in your car, both buried in a settings menu nobody opens. Speed compensating volume automatically raises your audio as you drive faster to offset road and whine noise. It's been in most Hondas since 2012, Toyotas since 2014, and Ford vehicles with sync since 2010. Go to your audio settings and look for speed, volume, or SCV. Turn it on. Then there's auto lock. When your car hits about 15 to 20 miles per hour, all doors lock automatically. Most cars have this, but it's turned off by default. Check your vehicle settings under door locks and activate it. Both of these are already built into your car. You just have to switch them on. Now, this next section is where things get really interesting. These are the fixes shops charge you $50 to $200 for, and every single one costs less than a cup of coffee. Hack number 10, dielectric grease on battery terminals. Battery-related calls are the #1 reason Americans call AAA. More than flat tires, more than lockouts, and a huge number of those calls are caused by corrosion, not a dead battery. That white and blue-green powder on your terminals is lead sulfate and copper sulfate. It adds resistance to the electrical connection, enough to make your car struggle to start. Shops test the voltage, see it's low because of that resistance, and tell you the battery needs replacing. Meanwhile, the battery underneath has years of life left. Here's the fix. Mix 1 tablespoon of baking soda with 2 tablespoons of water. Scrub the terminals with an old toothbrush, and you'll see it fizz as the baking soda neutralizes the acid. Rinse it off, dry everything, then apply a small bead of dielectric grease to each terminal before reconnecting the cables. Permatex 22058 works great for this. A tube costs about $3 and lasts for years. Repeat every 6 months. The shop charges $30 to $50 to clean terminals after the damage is done. You're preventing it from happening in the first place. Hack number 9, baking soda floor mat restoration. Speaking of baking soda, before you spend $30 to $60 on professional detailing for your floor mats, try this. Road salt and calcium chloride from winter driving embed deep into carpet fibers. Baking soda neutralizes those deposits while its fine crystal structure acts as a gentle abrasive. Sprinkle it generously over the mat. Let it sit for 15 minutes because that dwell time matters. Scrub with a stiff brush, rinse with a hose, and dry completely before reinstalling. That's it. 50 cents. Hack number 8, toothpaste and wax headlight restoration. Cloudy headlights are not just ugly. AAA testing found that oxidized lenses can cut your headlight distance by 80%, taking a 300-foot beam down to just 60 feet. That's a safety problem. The cloudiness is a layer of UV-degraded polycarbonate on the lens surface. Non-gel toothpaste, like Colgate or Crest Original, contains mild abrasives that remove that oxidized layer through microabrasion. Rub it in firmly with a microfiber cloth using circular motions for a full 2 minutes per lens. Most people stop way too early. Rinse and dry. Now, here's the step that every other video skips. Without a UV barrier applied immediately after, the freshly exposed plastic starts reoxidizing within 2 to 4 weeks. So right after you dry the lens, apply car wax and buff it out. That wax layer is what makes this last months instead of weeks. Total cost is about $1.50. Professional headlight restoration runs $75 to $150. Hack number 7, gas cap check before paying for diagnostics. Check engine light comes on. Shops charge $75 to $150 just for the diagnostic scan before they touch anything. Before you spend a single dollar, spend 30 seconds. A loose gas cap lets air leak into your car's evaporative emission system. The computer detects that pressure change and throws a fault code, and on comes the check engine light. Tighten your gas cap until it clicks 3 times. Drive normally for a day or 2. The light typically shuts off on its own as the system reruns its self-test. If you want to confirm the specific code first, AutoZone reads codes for free. Or grab a Blue Driver scanner for about $30 and read it right on your phone. Hack number 6, rubbing alcohol scuff removal. Shopping cart hits your door. You see a mark and your stomach drops. Before you call a body shop, stop and look closer. Most parking lot scratches are actually paint transfer, which is foreign material sitting on top of your clear coat. Your actual paint underneath is completely fine. Isopropyl alcohol dissolves that transferred material without touching your factory finish. The reason is that fresh transfer material hasn't been heat cured like your factory paint, so the alcohol breaks it down selectively. Dab it on a microfiber cloth and wipe in one direction only, not circular. Watch the mark lift right off. For stubborn spots, use a little toothpaste first as a mild abrasive, then alcohol to clean up. Keep a small bottle in your glove compartment. Total cost is about $1. A body shop would quote you $150 to $300 for the exact same result. We're almost at number 1, but these next 4 hacks are things that make every single drive better and protect your car long term. Hack number 5, baby powder door seal fix. That sticking door seal is not broken. It's dry. Door seals are made from EPDM rubber, which is tough against weather, but naturally low on lubricity. Over time, the rubber surface dries out and the friction increases. Now, most people reach for WD-40 or silicone spray. Bad idea. Those are hydrocarbon-based and actually cause EPDM rubber to swell and degrade faster. Baby powder acts as a dry lubricant. Dust it along the entire door seal and work it in with your fingers. One application lasts 2 to 4 months. Prevents sticking, kills the squeak, and extends seal life. Baby powder costs about $1.50. A new door seal at a shop runs $50 to $200. Hack number 4, ECU soft reset. Your car is acting weird. A random warning light popped up once and disappeared. Throttle response feels slightly off. Before you hand a shop $75 for a diagnostic, try this first. Your car's engine control unit stores temporary data in volatile memory. Minor sensor glitches can get stuck in there and throw off its behavior. For a soft reset, turn the key to the on position without starting the engine. Wait 3 to 5 seconds, turn it off. Repeat that 3 times, then start the car normally. For a full reset, disconnect the negative battery terminal, wait 15 minutes, and reconnect. The system wipes its short-term memory and recalibrates from factory settings over the next 50 to 150 miles of driving. Cost is 0. Always try this before paying for an intermittent issue. Hack number 3, stop idling over 60 seconds. This one is costing you money every cold morning, and you've probably been doing it your entire driving life. Long warm-up idling made sense with carbureted engines, which is pre-1986 technology. Modern fuel-injected engines adjust automatically using coolant temperature, intake, air temperature, and pressure sensors. They don't need it. What extended idling actually does to a modern engine is this. Unburned fuel washes past the piston rings and dilutes your oil. Incomplete combustion at idle builds carbon deposits on intake valves. And low combustion pressure causes cylinder bore glazing over time. The Department of Energy confirms that a modern engine warms up faster through gentle driving than through idling. Give it 30 to 60 seconds, then drive gently for the first mile or 2. That's it. The 10-minute warm-up myth is burning money every winter morning. Hack number 2, coffee grounds odor elimination. Air fresheners mask smells with competing scents. They're also petroleum-based aerosols in an enclosed space you breathe in for hours a day. Coffee grounds actually eliminate the odor molecules through chemical adsorption. Coffee grounds contain nitrogen compounds that bind to and neutralize amines, mercaptans, and aldehydes from food, pets, and mildew. Their porous structure gives them a surface area of 300 to 500 square meters per gram, which makes them more effective than activated charcoal for these types of gaseous odors. Place dry coffee grounds in small mesh bags or open containers. Tuck them under both front seats and one in the cargo area. Close the doors and leave them for 24 to 48 hours. The smell is gone. Not covered up. Gone. Refresh monthly. Professional ozone treatment runs $75 to $150. Coffee grounds cost $1 to $2. And now, number 1. Hack number 1, emergency fuel door override. This is the one. This hack has sent people to call a $100 to $200 tow truck for a problem that takes, and I want to be precise here, 10 seconds to fix. Your fuel door uses a small electric solenoid tied to the electrical system. When that solenoid fails from an electrical fault, a blown fuse, or a dead battery, the door locks shut. There's no way to open it electrically. You're at a gas station running on empty, and the fuel door won't budge. But every car has a manual backup release. It's a direct mechanical cable that completely bypasses the electrical circuit. Open your trunk. Pull back the trunk lining near the rear corner on the same side as your fuel door. You'll find a small pull cord or tab, usually yellow or orange. Pull it, the fuel door pops open. That's it. Do this right now, this week. Find yours before you ever need it. Look it up in your owner's manual for your specific vehicle. Knowing where it is costs you nothing. Not knowing will cost you $100 and a 40-minute wait on the side of the road. And that's the whole point of this channel. Your car already has the answers built in. You just need to know where to look. Now, those hacks cover what you can do yourself. But there's a whole separate list of hidden features already built into your car that most drivers never activate, features that save real money and that dealers would rather you didn't know about. We broke all of that down in this next video, 13 hidden car features that save you money, and if any of these hacks caught you off guard today, that video is going to change the way you look at your car entirely. Click right here. I'll see you there. And if Car Care Simplified is new to you, hit subscribe. Every video we put out has one goal. You leave knowing something real. See you in the next one. Every script, edit, and voiceover on this channel is crafted with real human expertise, not mass-produced content. If this helped you, subscribe for more.